Our next exercise is the shoulder press matrix. The shoulder press matrix focuses mostly on your upper body and will help you reach for your core potential. We're going to use a series of arm drivers to really challenge the core. If you work from a desk, this matrix can absolutely save your posture, and you can do it right from your seat. It might draw some looks from your coworkers, but you can thank it from keeping you from a Neanderthal-like posture. Let's go ahead and start with a base stance, feet about shoulder width apart. Begin with your hands at your shoulders. Take your right hand and reach up and directly out in front of you at about a 45-degree angle. Come back home and reach out with your left hand. Repeat 3 times with each arm. Remember, each plane of motion has 2 ends of the spectrum. In the sagittal plane, we have both anterior and posterior movement. That first reach was anterior, and now we're going to move on to the posterior reach. With your right hand, go ahead and reach up and back, which will extend your spine and lengthen out your abdominals. Come back home and repeat the reach with your left hand. Repeat 3 times on each side. Here, we have what we call same side and opposite side lateral reaches. Let's start with opposite side lateral reaches. Take your right hand and reach up and overhead to the left while bending your torso to the left. You should feel your right side lengthening out. Come back home and repeat with the left hand, reaching overhead to the right, bending your torso in the same direction. Repeat 3 times on each side. The same side lateral reach will involve reaching your right hand up and out to the right side. Now, take your left hand and reach up and out to the left side. Repeat 3 times on each side. In this last movement, you're going to take your right hand and reach up and across the left side while rotating your shoulders to the left. This is an opposite side rotational reach. Come back home and reach up and across to the right with your left hand. Repeat 3 times on each side. Now, we're going to do same side rotational reaches. This one can be a little tricky, but it's a great way to train your core. You're going to take your right hand and reach up and back behind you to the right. Come back home and repeat with your left hand, reaching up and back to the left while rotating your shoulders to the left. Repeat 3 times on each arm. There are some really cool ways to progress this exercise to improve your core strength and spinal mobility, which is great for posture and helping out your low back and neck. One way to progress is to hold on to dumbbells. This is a great way to switch up your training if you do any overhead pressing exercises. Another great tweak for this exercise is the speed of motion. The faster that you perform the exercise, the more it will challenge you and the more core power that you will develop. Lastly, my favorite way to perform this vertical core training exercise is by standing on one leg instead of 2. Now that's a big time core stability exercise.